Alright, so if you haven't seen the trailer yet, Need for Speed Payback just released their customization trailer, and holy crap, there is so much to talk about. I'm going to be needing to do multiple videos on this, but right now I'm just going to try to sum it up as much as possible. If you want to get more information, go onto the site, because, sorry about my voice right now, but go onto the site and there is so much to look at. So, first thing we're going to go off with is the world. Now, within the world, you have to drive around to your dealerships and your parts, and along with the fact that you can actually tune while on the road. So that is awesome to hear. Now, when I say that you can drive to dealerships and your parts, when it comes to the dealerships, there are going to be 5 different part dealership locations. You're going to have your classics, which are going to be the cars that you pretty much pick up from around the world, restore them to stock, to, you know, supercar level badassery, which I'll be talking about later on. You also have your muscles, your rallies, your sports, and then your sports compact. So again, you're going to have to be driving all around the world to these specific dealerships to find the specific car that you are looking for, which is pretty cool to hear. I'm always like half and half on it. It is nice because it allows you to explore more. But I do also like, you know, having the feature of where you can just buy the car from the garage itself, just so you don't have to keep on going out just to get what you want. Now, the same thing will go along with the parts. Now, the parts are actually pretty interesting because this puts Need for Speed on a pretty high scale on the RPG level for racing games. I'm sorry if I'm stuttering my words, trying to say this as fast as possible, but it's just a lot to discuss. So the parts, very RPG like. Pretty much you can win your parts either through races, you can recycle them, or you can just go to the parts stores and get the specific part that you want. Each of them has different levels and perks. For the part categories, you have your block, head, turbo, exhaust, ECU, and transmission, and then their perks will go toward your top speed, acceleration, nitros, air, which is pretty much your lightweight, which will be really helpful when it comes to off-roading, and then you'll also have the braking. Now, when it comes to, I guess you can say, leveling up your car, you're going to go through different tiers. You have your tier 1, tier 2, and your tier 3, and depending on like what kind of parts you have toward that car will depend on like how high level your car will be. Now, when it comes to the perks, the way how these things works are there are also different manufacturers who specialize in these parts and will also specialize in the perks. That's what I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll definitely do other videos going more in depth, so there will be corrections if I am wrong in this video. But again, there's just so much information that my mind gets a little cluttered up with what's going on. But yes, that's how the parts works, that's how the dealerships are, and it's pretty amazing. The tuning is definitely better according to those who have played the game. It is much better, so that is definitely a good thing, because a lot of people did not like how 2015 was. Luckily, 2017 will be different. And you can also tune on the go, so you don't have to keep on going back to your garage just to do a slight change in the slider and then have to go back out, test it, and then rinse and repeat. No, this time you can actually just stop the car and tune right then and there, and keep on going just like that. Very awesome to hear. Now, when it comes to the garages, apparently, because I might miss it in the readings, but apparently what's going on is, yes, you're still going to have the limited area just like it was in 2015. However, as time progresses, you can buy your way up to the point of where you can have unlimited storage. So pretty much you're working your way up from your 5 slot, you can go to the 10 slot, 15 slot, 20 slot, all the way to unlimited. I believe that's entirely how it goes. Again, I'll be doing more corrections when I get more in depth into the sections. This is just an overall look. Now, customization is what I'm looking forward to the most. And by the way, during the trailer, we did get a look at a Jaguar F-Type, which, my gosh, this thing looks so freaking sexy. A lot of people also did spot a Mercedes and a new Porsche in the game, but for me, it's the F-Type that really, really excites me, and I can't wait to drive. So, when it comes to customization, they're again emphasizing the fact that all your parts will fit along with one another. Because in 2015, they ran into the problem of where different parts would get locked out of others simply because they just wouldn't work with one another. However, in Need for Speed Payback, they're doing it to where everything will fit with one another, and that is great to hear. So we're going to be having a lot of unique customized rides, and that is a good thing. Another good thing are the vanity customizations. So we did get a little teaser when we read the pre-orders and how you can get more vanity pack customization options along with the tire smokes and the nitros colors. Now there are two other vanity customization options you have. You have the ability to get bags for your cars, which is pretty much air suspension, and whenever you pretty much go out in the open world and stop your car, turn off the engine, your car will lower out even more, and it'll be really awesome. And I like the fact that the site did emphasize the fact that this will look great for snapshots. So I'm pretty much certain that the photo mode is going to be greatly improved, because they're definitely trying to hint at, you know, how good it's going to be at taking shots in photo mode. Then you also have what to me is probably the most exciting news to ever get in Need for Speed, and that is the fact that Underglow has returned. I am so freaking hyped to hear that Underglow is coming back. I have been a fan ever since the Need for Speed Underground saga. I have even made a, you know, vlog commentary just yesterday talking about how one of the things I want to do to my car in real life, my Lancer that I own, I want to put Underglow, and one of the reasons for that is because of the excitement I got back as a kid during the Fast and Furious days and the Need for Speed Underground days. Ever since I saw Underglow for the first time, I immediately fell in love, and that's what I want to do. So it excites me so freaking much to hear that it is finally coming back. We did get a little teaser in Need for Speed 2015 when we had, and I can't remember his name, but the outlaw legend, how his car was given the Underglow, how it had it in real life, and they put it into the game. I was really sad to see that even though they put that in the game, they wouldn't allow us to do it for any other car. So I knew, however, that was definitely a teaser for things to come. So Need for Speed 2017, it's finally here. Underglow. I probably just talked about that for a good minute, but that just goes to show just how excited I am about Underglow. I can't wait to be driving it. It's going to be so awesome. There's probably a couple other things I'm missing. Actually, yes, there is one other thing. I did mention it in the beginning, how the Classics dealership, pretty much how this will work is you go out into the world, and we've seen a little teaser of this in the beginning of Need for Speed as well, but pretty much you can go out into the world and you can find scrapped cars. There's going to be 5 different cars, and I'll go more in depth on what those cars are in the, you know, video dedicated to this section. But pretty much you go out into the world, you find these cars, you take them back to your shop or your garage, however you want to say it, and then you have to go out and find different other specific parts dedicated to fully put the car restored back to stock. And luckily the game will give you clues, and then after that they are fully unlocked in the Classics dealership, so you can constantly buy more and more and more as you want. And then after that you can pretty much mod it to as crazy insanity as you want, and that's gonna be pretty awesome. I think the car that I'm just most interested in is the 240, I believe it is, the 240Z. I can't fully remember, but it is the Dawson's, the only tuner that's actually in that game for the Classics anyways, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get it. I want to restore it. I'm going to be doing so much videos on that because that is a really, really sexy car. So I'm sorry for this long ramble, been going on for over 10 minutes. There's just so much information that was just released in one day that trying to bunch it all in to one video is very hard, especially trying to keep it short. So again, like I said, I'm going to be doing multiple videos going to like the different categories, going more in depth in it. There's a lot more that you can talk about with each and every one of them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about the customizations trailer and all the information that was released today. Again, if you want to definitely read up more on this, just go to the Need for Speed site. You have multiple articles just going in depth into each and every one of them, but I will be trying to do a video separately from this just dedicated to each and every one of them. So I've been rambling on, repeating myself way too much. Time for me to end out the video. Hope you enjoyed everything. Until next time, this has been your boy Taking Heat, and I'm out. Peace. Make the ground shake.